Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the European Multinational Security Protocol. Today I want to open the hunt on Donald Trump. No fucking jokes. It's time to clean up the Epstein shit. It's time to clean this shit up. So listen to me. Every individual nation in Europe, you have a parliament. And you made this contract whereby the European Parliament is sovereign and not your individual parliament. You have certain national jurisdictions, but there is something called Federal Government of European Union. And there is something that's called the weapon of the European Union, which is called Justitia Europe. And Justitia Europe respects the votes in the European Parliament. However, you all went spiritually bankrupt. You're all spiritually dead. So I claimed your position. There is no more democracy. Justitia Europe does what I say. And why? You all spiritually died. It's game over. I'm last man standing. Okay? So I'm not spiritually dead. My destiny goes on. I generate, I produce more than I consume, and I don't continue to make the wrong choice, I'm in balance. I have a different philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. European leaders are chaotic and entitled. Okay? So, Europe, you're under an invasional threat of United States of America. And so this thing called Justitia America entered the European destiny and will punish and crush anyone who dare to insult Donald Trump. So you have an American Senate, American senators. They have heads of states of the states. The federal government of America, whatever they vote, Justitia America does that. That's also history. I am also Justitia America. I'm already hunting America. I am hunting the enemies of Europe while the enemies of Europe are hunting Europe. You are weak. Terribly weak. This is the law of the strongest. No longer the law of justice. You weaklings. Europeans are weaklings. Your police tyrannize you and you tolerate it. Feminazis all over the place, manipulation all over the place. You all sit and do nothing. That's called weaklings. So when you are all weaklings, you have to fucking checkmate everyone. That's what you're looking at. And it's time to fucking crush Donald Trump. So Donald Trump has a fucking secret cave where people fuck children. That's called Epstein. And we're going to attack that right now. Okay? So listen to me. European leaders. Your karma is very bad because you're reckless. So now all of a sudden, European Multinational Security Protocol, you're going everywhere and nowhere. France, trying to create nuclear umbrella. Germany trying to create biggest army. Every single individual state in European Union, in your own way, like an arrogant boy, you're trying to adapt to the American threat. That's fine. I'm not critiquing that. I'm not going against that. I'm not saying you stop doing that. But there is something called intelligent design. And that's what we got to talk about. If you read the Bible, you see stories with a hidden design from God. Whereby God allowed a Jewish man to marry some whatever outside of the context of the Jewish law. Because God had a plan to destroy the whatever through that man. And this woman had to do things with him whereby he became angry, whereby he became an instrument of destruction of God upon that land. These are intelligent designs. For example, Egypt, back in ancient Egypt, was in danger and Joseph was imprisoned for many years to learn patience because he had to manage Egypt for 15 years during the droughts. That's called intelligent design. So you all European leaders, you're looking at this thing from a two-dimensional perspective, a three-dimensional perspective. Just increase the army. Just create this buffer. Just try to do this. Just defend this way. I don't work that way. I look at the intelligence design. If you go to war and you do not know the intelligent design, you don't know if you're going to win the war. So it's extremely important to understand, why is God doing this to us? Does that make sense? That's what I'm coming here to tell you. Why is God letting Donald Trump do this to us? Okay? You European Union leaders and European state heads with your armies, you don't have any blessings anymore. That means you're summoned to the battlefield to create new blessings. You don't have a job anymore. You spiritually died. So now you're going to be summoned to the battlefield. You have to prove yourself to get new blessings. So there is crime on the earth. Okay? There is crime on the earth. So if you are a justice state and you don't have any blessings from God anymore, you have to go fight that crime. That's what the Americans have done. You know, a couple of generations ago, they saw Hitler and they started a war against Nazism. They defeated the crime on the earth, and that's how they become world empire. This happens when you run out of blessings. So God is looking at all the European Union leaders, and he is leading you all to be hunted by Donald Trump. He is setting you all up. He has this plan. He will ditch you people. He will extract from you people. He sees you as a fucking walking resource, and you know. Okay? So the more you become independent, the more you start building nuclear umbrellas, the more you start building armies, the more mad you will make this man. This man will go mad. He will come for you. He will crush you. And while he is crushing you, he's going to expose his secrets. This is a divine intervention thing. Europeans, European leaders, you're adapting, you see the chaos incoming, and you have your own arrogant ways of getting things done. There's nothing wrong with it. Keep doing whatever you're doing to adapt. And sooner or later, the attacks of Trump is going to come. And while he comes out of his Epstein fucking pedo cave, in his madness, he's going to make the terrible fucking mistakes, and Europe will win that war. You'll take a lot of damage, and it will be a very terrible experience, but this is how you build character. This is how you build perseverance. This is how you overcome fear. This is how you master fear of death. This is how you gain tactical intelligence. This is how you attain seniority in combat. Yeah, Donald Trump is just a fucking training stage. The more the European Union builds their own army, fixes all the trouble that America is causing, the angrier Donald Trump will become, and he will leave his fucking pedo jungle. He will leave his fucking pedo jungle. And when he's leaving his fucking pedo jungle, that's when you all accidentally, European leaders, accidentally you're going to find out this, and accidentally you're going to find out that. And he's going to weaken and weaken through the battle procedure. This battle sequence, European Multinational Security Protocol, Donald Trump is lured out of his fucking Epstein pedo cave. And the European leaders know you all going to be thrown in front of the fucking bus. This man has only evil intentions with you. You're dead weight in the eyes of this man. And you all going to wake up to that, and you're going to adapt, and Donald Trump is going to go mad. And the moment this guy is going to go panic mad, the whole world will see the fucking basements. That's the goal. That's the end game. God is summoning the entire fucking world to hunt the fucking Epstein basements. And at this moment of time, I'm the only one who can see into the future, knowing the design. Because you have no more blessings, you're summoned by God to the battlefield to build new blessings. And at the end of the story, you will wake up and see the Epstein fucking caves. That's the design of this thing. So fight, and Donald Trump will fight back. And when he starts fighting back, he will make capital mistakes. And that's how this Epstein shit will surface. That's called intelligent design. I'll see you next time.